Hey guys, Dr. Lappin here. I just wanted to check in with you, give you a little bit of FaceTime, any attempt at any feeling of normalcy with this. Um, and as I put in my email, wanting to give you any and all opportunities to reach out. This is an essentially unprecedented time. And a time of anxiety, uncertainty, lots of ambiguity. I think for me, the most difficult part of this is just like not being sure when it's going to end. Been trying to do my best to stay away from people. I live a relatively active life, so just trying to get outside, get some sunshine, some vitamin D in whatever way that I can. And I hope that y'all are doing the same, keeping yourself safe, but having some active time. It's good for the soul. It's good for all kinds of things for your body. But anyway, so I wanted to check in with you too because in Module 5, you are asked to essentially continue, it's like part 2 of your assessment. And it does say in the directions or the instructions, like phone, video won't count, you need to be doing it in person. So of course, recognizing that this is a very unique time, by whatever means you need to get this done. So I know some of you don't know me very well. Some of you have had classes with me. If there is one thing that I try to do, I try to be flexible. I try to be accommodating. But I also recognize that I am one perspective. I have been in academia for a while. I think sometimes that can breed some rigidity. And I am really trying to step outside of that perspective. And I always really respect the perspective of students because y'all have unique perspectives, unique experiences. Y'all have great ideas. Again, academia, you really need to step outside and listen to others in order to just kind of like get out of that silo and to get out of that just like institutionalized way of thinking. So I just want to let you know that I'm very open to that. So again, with these assignments moving forward, by whatever means necessary. I know I have talked to you guys before about grades and kind of that shift from being grade oriented to being more application oriented. So by virtue of just doing these assignments, you're getting very valuable experience. And it's not my style to dock you on things like APA or like little formatting things or something like that. I'm really looking at the content. And if you guys want more thorough feedback, let me know. But for me, one of the most meaningful learning experiences was literally just doing this stuff. And I recognize that students value feedback from professors in different ways. So please just maintain some kind of dialogue with me in terms of if you have a desire for more feedback. I can always give more feedback. But at the end of the day, just doing it is really the learning experience. As many of you know, I'm more experiential in nature, but I also recognize that is something I prefer. And if feedback or some kind of written something is valuable to you, let me know. So again, wanting to check in. Hope y'all are focusing on your mental health, doing what you need. Recognizing that like this spring break very well may have not been relaxing in any way for you, but this is temporary. However you are feeling, we won't be here forever. Trying to find gratitude, but also wanting to let you know that because a lot of the messages on social media right now are just like, it could be worse. You could be in the healthcare system. All we're asking you to do is sit on the couch. And to me, and this is just my perspective, so since I have your attention, I will soapbox it for just a second, that it can be dismissive and minimizing of the fact that, like, we are bored, we are nervous. Quarantine is difficult. So I just want to let you know that if you are feeling bored, if you are feeling anxious, if you are sad, if you are scared, those are all valid. So I just don't want y'all to internalize the messages of, like, suck it up, you know, past generations have gone to war. These are all true. At the same time, struggle is relative. So I just, as a mental health professional, I want you to be aware of the way you are feeling and know that it's valid. And, you know, to sit in it for a minute and to let it kind of come over you and to acknowledge it. And then, of course, you need to do something to keep moving. But I want to be a source of support for you. I want you to tap into your existing social support networks, and kind of get creative with ways to connect. We are social beings. Isolation is not where we thrive. So reach out to loved ones, to friends, have some, you know, Zoom gatherings, some Microsoft Teams, Skype, whatever you want to do, FaceTime gatherings, but connect to other humans and acknowledge the fact that you have some tough feelings going on right now, and that's okay. And the whole, like, it could be worse, I just see it a lot, and I will let you know, as budding therapists, as budding counselors, you'd be a pretty shitty counselor if somebody came to you and said, hey, I'm struggling with this thing that may not be like on the spectrum of human existence or human experiences to be very difficult. But for you to sit there and look at them and go, well, you should be grateful for what you have because it could be worse, you'd be a super shitty counselor. So don't let other people do that to you. Take care of yourself, acknowledge your pain, acknowledge your struggle, and then figure out what we can do to move forward. And if you need support, if you need help in that, ask. So yeah, just checking in. Wanted y'all to see that I'm, you know, day however many in quarantine, so just trying to be relatable. Take care of yourself. Reach out if you need it. Thank you so much for listening.